Welcome to another episode of the Triplicity Squad live here on Facebook.
Hey.
We want to hear shout outs. So before we get started, I think we should do a little round table and let you know who everybody is, why we're here, and what we're all about. So I'm going to hand it over to, and I think I got it wrong again. There we go. To Denise B. Povernick, and I'm going to have her share who she is and why she's here today.
I have no idea. I don't know who I am.
She why I'm here. To show up, so she did.
Who are you people? Why are we here? What is this?
Are you guys ready for this one today?
You said it was. You sent that little meme that said it's going to be one of us this week. I'm going to take charge.
All right.
Okay. But this is what we're all about, right? We're fancy, but we're not. But we're fun, but we're real. We're authentic. My name is Denise B. Povernick, and I am the CEO of Secret Weapon. And what I do, I'm an energetic experience alchemist. I get you out of the illusions of your mind into the truth of your experience, so that you can live a life or have a business beyond your wild imagination. And now on to
Moira. It's Moira. So I am a mindset cultivator, and in here I am your truth experience alchemist. My whole piece is I guide people to really go deep and tell their own truth, so that they can actually wake up to what they're here for. We're all here for big missions, and so I blend many different aspects. I'm a coach, meditation teacher, tarot card reader, and I blend all of these tools to help people find their inner superpower, which is actually their inner guidance. So this is all the process, and together we kind of get you to play big.
Yes,
that's what we're doing.
And you know we were coming because she's so sweet. so sweet, but you don't want to mess with Moira. Just say, okay.
No.
Denise was just saying at some point we're gonna flip roles where Denise is the role. This is how you do it, and I'm the calm. Let's tell the story and be soothing, but we're both capable of each other's gifts too.
And poor Andrea is caught in between, man.
I know.
Did anyone ever say poor Andrea before? Did you ever hear those words? I never heard that.
Never.
Well, I'm excited. I'll tell you a little bit about myself, why I'm here. My name is Andrea Warren. I'm your joy experience alchemist. I am here to help you find all the joy in every part of the process, and also to help you create this vision or cast this vision and what you're wanting to do in this world. Step into that purpose. Be that cheerleader for you. Stand beside you. Hold your hand if needed, or kick you in the ass if needed. So that's what I'm here for. And I have a background in corporate business. I also I'm a holistic health coach. So I do a little sprinkle of joy in all areas of your life.
And you do.
And she has no problem holding you down, forcing you to be joyful if she needs to do that.
I'll shake it out of you if I have to. I mean, I will shake it out of you. But let's talk about why we're here today, because triplicity, right? A lot of people have said to me, what the hell is triplicity? What does it mean? You know, why did you guys come up with the name? So I'm going to point down, because on my Brady Brunch screen, Moira is below. Yes. And I'm going to have Moira explain sort of what triplicity is to her.
Awesome. Thank you, dear Andrea. So triplicity is a cool word.
Yes. Basically. Let's first check.
I actually just really love that word, but I'm also very much into threes. 3 is a divine number. It's sacred. 3 is a sacred number. And that's us.
Yeah.
So, you know, from an astrology point of view, I think it's pretty cool that triplicity is talking about signs, sun signs, and all 3 of us are fire signs. So there's kind of some synchronicity with this triplicity. Say that 3 times.
There.
Yeah.
You know what? You know why they really picked this word? Because they know I have trouble saying it.
And I had to go and edit. I had to go and edit
this word because
I had to go and edit Denise's post this morning.
That's a given with us, right?
I just thought I could tell her, but then I could just go and edit it too.
Yeah, well, and I try. I really do. I try. My brain works faster than my hands.
Yeah.
Right? So triplicity. Oh, is it my turn? Did I take over again? Sorry.
I just wanted to finish that concept about why it's so important, because if you think about the triple, so if you think in nature, you have heaven, earth, and water. In us, we have mind, body, soul. But for me, I like to think of, and this is in my mindset cultivating part, is I deal with head, heart, and higher self. The truth of any of those triads is that they all have to be aligned if you want to get to your next level. So I think that that's kind of the underpinning of why this is so important, because in what we're doing, you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. So in the beginning, you tell the truth. In the middle, you find the fun, the joy, the experience. And at the end, you find your happy ending. So that's that's what we've embodied. My heart just gets all excited with this.
Well, you know what? I thought you were going to go somewhere with another H with head, heart, but we're not going to go there. Like, never heard it called that before, but I'm glad she said something. Okay. Just if you see weird things coming on my face, you just know my mind just went.
That's where her head goes. That's where her head goes.
That's why. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Is it my turn now?
It is your turn now.
Your turn, Denise.
Go for it.
So, by the way, if you see me going like this, I got a little too close to my cat this morning. That's why I put the cat post up. So I got a scratch, and yeah. So you know that. Anyway,
cats, because that was the picture I sent, was the 3 cats. So maybe that's
right.
And that's your proof that it's me today. That's it.
Yes.
For me, when I can say the word triplicity, it's all about, for me, it's 3-part harmony.
Yeah.
And in all the things that I've done with helping and guide people, even I find especially strong, powerful men and women, they got 2 of the 3 anchored in really, really strong, but it's that other one that isn't the one that really they wanted to focus on, but you're only as strong as your weakest link. So with that coming in, if let's say mind, body, spirit, and you change your body, you eat better, you start exercising, but you don't anchor into the spirit, the energy, and you don't change your mindset, you're only going to go right back to where you were. So that's where, for me, this is about coming into harmony within yourself first, and then going and moving about your world in that harmony. Because if there's no harmony in here, there's no harmony out there. So that for me, the 3 has always represented harmony, and just this alignment, 3-point alignment of within the individual, because you are your thing in all that you do. So if it's not there with you, and you know, just as Moira was saying, the beginning, the middle, and the end, when we really sat down to have this conversation, what it is that we're going to represent, Andrea being joy, and Moira truth, and myself, this energy, this invincibility, they were really powerful in deciding what that's going to be. And I just feel if we can bring that kind of understanding and energy and fun experiences to people so they start to take a look at themselves, that to me is what this is all about.
Yeah, completely agree.
No, I hear you. I get to come on the end because, you know, I just feel all the
being in the middle.
they said, and now try to make it like I said it. But no, I think, you know, the first thing I like Moira, I thought the sacred number of 3, you know, just in every aspect, in spiritual and body, and even the animal world, there's this sacred, and nature. 3 is just a sacred number. But then I also, when I thought about us, it was that balance, that fulfillment, and that completion, right? We could just keep changing different types of 3, body, mind, and spirit. And then when I also thought about the aspect of when we got together, we had this conversation, it was also creating this community of unity. And to me, there's that unity in the 3, all of those things that connect these three areas bring in unity. So also bringing in these three powerhouses, this strong energy, three fire signs. I mean, you could not get around. I mean, I just might just tattoo the number 3 on me at this point. But I think that to me, there was so much power in just all of those aspects. But then being able to have that really clear vision of how the story that we were going to help people create, or even if they were in that story. And Denise, I so want to dovetail off of what you said there. People may have the two anchored in so well. And unfortunately, a lot of the people I meet that I work with is the joy part seems to be the hardest. And it's tough because it's like, damn, this should be like why you get up every day. And if you're not feeling that way, then maybe you need to go back to Moira and say, wait a minute, is this my truth? Is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Or have I heard all the little voices or all the little Facebook likes or whatever that is that sort of made me go this way? So I think that part too is so important to me, because I think a lot of times, and I'll give this to you guys, I find that people have this image of what they think the creation should look like or what they think they should be doing, but they're not in that alignment of body, mind, and spirit.
Yeah. And I also think that people are so much into the mind that the mind has just grown to this astronomical like dictator.
Yeah.
It really is the smallest part of the three. And the physical part is supposed to be the most amazing experience. And it's really about tapping though into that energy part where that's for me where the joy is. Yeah. And I will say this about the other three is, being a mom of 5, the third one is the one that sets you over the edge and you lose your mind at that point because it's no longer man to man. You're in a zone defense kind of thing. So it's that part where you start to let go of what you think it should be. And then you allow yourself to be in the moment of it, because when you're in the moment, that's where your magic is and you're not thinking about it. So I think that's really what we're having people tap into here.
Absolutely agree with you, Denise. And just to further that idea about the mind, and I often say that I call myself a mindset cultivator, but really what I'm helping you do is get out of your mind.
Yeah.
Because we actually all need to fire our thinking mind. The answers aren't there. It's to come into your heart energy and feel the yes, right?
Yeah. And I think this big push to get the mindfulness push, no, your mind's full enough. Don't fill it up with more crap.
Empty the mind.
Let's all go mindless.
But that's the stuff that we're taught, right? You're supposed to give it a lot of thought, or we never taught how important the feel is.
Yeah.
That's right.
How important it is to feel good. We're just told like, hey, this is the lane. You shouldn't feel good about it. You should just do it, put your head down and do it. And to me, that's just complete, utter bullshit.
Yeah.
And what if, like Denise said, when you're in the zone, and I love all the sports analogies, is where I always go to. When you think about it, look at those athletes, right? Where they've had this hell of a game. And I'll never forget, it was a Miami Heat final, and D Wade was insane. I mean, just never, the guy, I've been watching him since he was at Marquette. And he said, I had to go back and watch the video because I had no idea what I was doing. And I just got goosebumps because that's literally what it's about. It's about, you don't have to think about it because you're just doing it. It's your jam. It's what gets everyone around you too. That whole idea of attraction, that's when you attract people.
That's right.
You're glowing. You're in this essence of joy and truth and creation. So, that's what I love that we're trying, or we will, there's no trying about it. We will help people get to, because this is how we change the world. You want to have an impact on the world? This is how you do it. This is
with that inner world.
Yeah.
It all starts with the inner world, because that's the thing is that, oftentimes people will say to me, what do you think about the solution to this? Where are you going to be this time next year? I don't know. I don't know in my mind, but here's what I do know, that whatever I'll be doing will be awesome.
Yeah.
And I implicitly, and I think that that's what all three of us are really helping people to feel into, is I implicitly trust my own inner guidance system.
Yeah.
And that's what this is about, right?
Yeah. But you know what else this is about? See, this is where I am the patient Leo lioness, just waiting in the grass.
Wait.
So you may this triplicity name, and I'm doing really good with it today. Right?
You are.
Lion thing too. You know, think of the lion in the grass with the, you know, behind. Just
see, I got my grass there. But so now, because this is our triplicity squad, and I just love those first four letters, man. We're going to be tripping. We are going to be tripping into new realities and both of them are going, oh God, what have we done there? Right? This is about not longer accepting a reality that you're in if it's not a reality that you want. And what better way to trip out of it and really go into this bigger imagination, this bigger mind, really blowing your mind wide open to the other possibilities. Because and I love this, you know, that the old cliche, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, if you don't think, it won't turn into matter.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing we're going to get some real trippy.
Yeah.
And I know
trippy triplicities.
Yeah, you know how this is going to go. This is why we didn't put the rated G markings on any of the things that are.
There's not even PG-13. Let me just say this.
But it's that kind of thing where it's not, for me, like, colorful language is when they're just, it's like my way of explanation point kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or I get stuck on a loop and I got to get out. So if you see me start going like, you know, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. No, I love it.
But sometimes we kind of resort to that because there are no words. Sometimes we can't, like Denise, you're talking about tripping. When you're tripping, how do you put words to what you're feeling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? You just feel it.
It's just all about, what do you know about that?
Oh boy.
Have a conversation there. Is that sweatshirt Moira?
He's showing up at my door. I hear him.
One day I'm gonna do I'll do
our in October when we see each other in person.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Boy. No, I'm excited. I mean, even the energy just here, and I know you guys are feeling it. And that energy that you're feeling from us, you get to have that energy. If you don't already, which we're hoping you do. Because this feels great. Like there's nothing that compares to this. I can tell you that, and I mean that with every fiber of my being. That there is nothing that feels better than being in that energy of just alignment and love and joy, and even, you know, when all this other stuff, because we're not going to talk about all this other stuff because it doesn't exist in my world. You don't have to have it exist in your world, whatever that stuff is, whatever your stuff is.
So you're saying stuff, and I'm just seeing like stuffing from inside of a little
fair stuffing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because
I mean, you know.
And you know, I think what we're really going to bring to people is that when you're really living at a joyful place, when you're really living at a transparent, truthful place, and an invincible place, when it does come to thinking and words and actions, it's a whole different ball game. It's a whole different playing field, right? That we don't think in lack or we live in a world that conspires for us, that everything is to our benefit. So bringing that, you know, and I know we've all talked about as coaches and guides, I don't want someone that hasn't already taken themselves as far as they can go on their own. When you come, and I know we're a good match, is that you are at a place where you're at an amazing place, but you know you still are saying there's so much more to play with and experience and do. And that's from that point of joining in, saying, you know, let's work together. Let's be co-conspirators in my joyous, amazing life.
Absolutely. It's like you've gone to a certain place, but you know there's still, it's like you're stepping on the edge of the potential.
Yeah.
You know there's more out there.
Yeah.
We just push it off.
Well,
And there's no bungee cord.
last thing you want to be is on the edge with me and then turn around and want to go back, because there ain't no going back.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
And it's that point where, and Curvin experienced this, it's either you're going to jump or I'm pushing, but either way you're going.
It's already been decided.
Yeah.
I think of that Tom Petty song, Free Falling, and that's what it is. It's just like doing the jump, arms and legs spread open, and I don't know, that seemed really inappropriate. We're not going there, but what I'm saying is,
Wait, first,
what kind of jump am I doing?
head, heart, and now. And you guys were worried about me the most.
Well, just saying, well, think about how joyous that is. I mean, but I think that's it. It's not thinking about it. It's just leaping and embracing all of it. And all of it is joy. All of it is truth. All of it makes you invincible. And imagine what you get to receive when you get there, what you get to feel when you get there, and all that you'll be bringing in. All like us, like bringing other people like us. I mean, first of all, that's badass in itself. You've got us. But then imagine all these other people that you are going to bring in that's going to meet you where you're at, or maybe you meet people that are going to raise you up even higher because you've exceeded what you thought. I think I'd like to put that in there. What your potential was, or what your joy was, or what you were supposed to create. So once you leap and get beyond that, all bets are off. I hope you're wearing your Depends. I mean, I'm just saying. Or
Saddle up.
Hey, it can happen.
Well, it could happen.
It's all the time. So I've only had 2 kids. So
I used to have a butt that said cleverly disguised as a responsible adult. That is, and I'm always on my next to best behavior, but I still don't even know what that best behavior should be. So it's always that next to it. But I'm going to say that in the group of the 3 of us, that because I'm expected to be that way, I'm actually probably going to put the halo on. Remember the wing picture I showed you? Because
I still don't believe it, just so you know.
Well, you know what I've learned with having 2 sisters. I'm the oldest of 3, and my middle sister was the one who was like bold and did as she wanted to do, but got caught in trouble, as a teenager a lot. I just was behind the scenes taking notes, because if I'm going to do that thing, I'm not going to do that thing how she got caught. So I'm always watching behind the scenes of, how can we use this to my benefit? And that's really what we want people doing in their lives. Life should be to your benefit at all times.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but it should be fun and enjoyable and laughing and looking forward to. I don't know about you guys, but I just love every morning. Like, I wake up, do my 9 minutes of my deep breathing, and then it's like, watch out, world, here I come. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I start my day like that too.
Yeah.
And it's, what fun are we going to have today?
So, I see we have some friends here today, and hey guys, we can't tell who you are if you don't register with StreamYard. Just click that little button we have, because you just come up as Facebook user. And if you're so kind enough to put some comments in there, or if we need to pick on you, we want to do that by, first name basis here. So I want to thank you guys who are putting some of the comments in at any time. We want you to join along. Like, last week we were kind of introducing ourselves, and this week we're really just throwing out there some ideas of what triplicity is. And I'm ready for triple city, like whatever we need to. Tripping city.
A compound, and it could be triple city. That's it.
That's awesome. Let's do that.
Moira, you're coming to the States. That's
all
it.
Right, I'm in.
Canada behind.
Well, it's the beginning of this. This is how, And we'll remember this day.
We'll have a commune, clothing optional. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
I just want to note it that these things aren't coming out of my mouth today. So even
I'm just throwing it. I mean, I'm not the one I'm always going to have my clothes on. But for everyone's sake.
She's just saying.
Or she won't mind if you keep yours off.
Opening it up.
Saying if you don't want to wear your clothes, it's okay.
Well, when we talk about transparency, and one of my favorite sayings is, "Do you realize you're naked underneath your clothes?"
Yeah, I
So
love that.
really you are, just because we can't see that, you're truly naked underneath your clothes.
And it's because Denise has got X-ray glasses on. You just can't
Oh,
see
yeah,
them.
that's part of her superpower, just so you guys know. So you think if she's looking at you strange,
She-
Which is always,
she intended to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I'll say this: get worried if I get quiet. So as long as we're talking, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we talk a little bit about, I guess, one, where everybody should go, and
Yes.
two, kind of what this is going to start to look like, and
Let's do
all
that.
that goody stuff. So who's going to take that? Because I'm never prepared. I just put out the question.
Okay. I could start it off if you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
You start it off.
Okay. So what we're doing right now is in these weekly lives, we kind of have them blasted all over the place because we're excited and we want to reach out to as many people as possible and let you know that every Wednesday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time that we're going to be doing a Facebook Live as our Triplicity squad leaders. Triplicity
squad leaders.
You know how this is going to go, but no, seriously though. And then at the end of October, because we have this beautiful Triplicity Squad page, you can go and like it on Facebook. We have the Triplicity Squad private Facebook group. Now on the page, it's going to be just kind of more generalized topics and things that we're going to take deeper dives in and have fun with. But because the group is private, we want to get everybody inside there so that we really can go into a new level of deep diving vulnerability so that you can come in and really, if you are where you've taken yourself as far as you can go and you're really looking to jive with a community of people that are not caught into the muck of something else and they're really looking for that joyous, how can we change this into almost like a heaven on earth experience for yourself where it's just so much fun. She's starting to giggle.
I'm laughing.
I like that idea.
I think it's awesome. Let's do that.
We want to invite you personally to join our Triplicity Squad personal private Facebook group. Now, when you go to join, there are 3 questions. And because we want to make sure that you are in alignment, we ask that you answer those because no one, if you don't answer them, will remind you to do that. But it shows that you're willing to open up to a level of vulnerability. And therefore, we want to make sure we have those who are aligned with each other in the group so that we can do this sharing and understanding. So that's I guess the first step is go like our Facebook page, Triplicity Squad. And then you can go to the page and hit the join button or the tell me more button on our cover photo, and it'll take you right over to the group. And if it's your first time going in, you will have to answer those questions. Because once at the end of October, the only place that you will get to see these lives is inside the group. Yeah. And that's when you really turn up.
Well, that's when we're really going to invite engagement from the people in the group, because the whole idea is to hold sacred space for, like, we're all sitting around a table.
Just, having girlfriends talking.
Yeah, but we need to do that in a space where everybody can feel comfortable to share and share from the heart.
Yeah. And this is that real talk. This is no BS. This is no filter, where if you need to be celebrated, we are going to be up and doing a happy dance with you and for you. And if you need your ass kicked, we will be more than happy to deliver that, whatever. And anywhere in between, because we really want to grow this beautiful community of women supporting women. We are not each other's competition. No, you're here.
No competition here.
To really bond and get to know each other in a way where when there's just something about when you have that support and that community underneath what you're doing, you're just there's just no comparison to feeling all alone in the world and no one understands you, right? So that's kind of really that essence there. And then who wants to take it from here? Andrea's smiling. So
Do I talk
it
about
almost
it?
looks like the cat who ate the canary.
Do I talk
We got a cat theme going on here today.
Do I talk about January?
Yeah, sure. We can mention January. We're in the process of getting all that going.
Well, we're in the process, but you see, when you're in the group, you get all those good nuggets.
You can share a little bit basic because that's really
There's something
right?
big.
You get on the you get some maybe there's some funny memes and a few things, But I mean, if you want the good stuff, you got to get in the group because we like to party in groups. And as I said, clothing is always optional. But no, in the group, it's just, to me, that's the other thing too. Like I love when Denise always talks about her mom, all these women used to get together and it'd be on a Friday afternoon or on a Saturday. My mom would have them at our house and you'd hear all these women from Jersey just, but it was like, you heard the belly laughs, you heard the, maybe things got up, the voices got raised a little bit on certain topics, but that's a good thing, right? So there's that energy of all that in the group. But then in January, you get to hang out with us in person.
Going to do it real life.
You want to talk about a whole nother experience? Just be in the same room with us, the three of us together, and we're going to light your world on fire. So those details are obviously on their way. But you get to learn more about that in the group, and you kind of get to see what we do in a much more intimate space where you can feel like, hey, can I share? And I also encourage you, if you're in the group, invite your friends.
Yes,
invite your
absolutely.
Friends because I know a lot of people have been talking about that documentary Social Dilemma, and I won't watch it. But the thing is online, yes, so many people feel disconnected, but that's not what this is. This is a way to feel connected, to
Absolutely.
feel deeply connected, because we have the ability to do that with you and create that space for you. So this isn't like those other groups where, you check and then occasionally somebody pops in and shares about 2 seconds of their so-called wisdom and then leaves. That's not us. This will be every day. There will be some way for us to connect with you in this group. Each one of us will be doing individual days, then hump day. Oh, I was just saying that. Hump day, which is Wednesdays at 1:30. I must be really horny. I don't. Did I just say that? I just heard Philip go, what? There might be a nooner. Anyway, so on Wednesdays at 1:30, you get to have all three of us.
All three of us.
Group, so a threesome. And then Thursdays and Fridays, there'll be these additional just single step-ins that we do with you. So there'll be just every aspect you'll have a way to connect with us as a group and individually. So this is definitely set up, I can assure you, because all of us have been in groups. This is set up completely different. So I hope that we shared everything we needed to share. I know we're kind of getting to that 32-minute mark. And so anybody have any last words?
Well, I'm going to tell Moira to bring us home.
Say today.
Well, thank you. So there's so many pieces that both of you are sharing. I think that the really, really important piece that we want to communicate to people is that this group is where we want to keep it real, raw, that be honest, tell the truth, ask for what you need. And by us all doing that, we're all going to be walking ourselves home together. And I can't remember which one of you was saying it. I think it was Andrea was talking about the idea of women sitting in circle or women sitting around a table. That's how we process things. We're wired for that. The feminine resolves. We can fix the world by sitting and talking it out, right?
And just laughing and joy. And as knowing that you firmly belong somewhere. This is your tribe. This is your squad. And if you need to call on the squad, all you got to do is call on the squad.
Call the squad. We're here.
Here we are. Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Well, guys, thank you for joining us today. And I thank my Triplicity squad co-hosts, crazy ladies. As you get to know us, and we're still feeling this out ourselves. So that's if you've ever wanted to be part of something from the ground floor, right, from the very beginning, this is the place to be. So
this is your call.
My heart,
Go on in.
guys. I just we don't get to talk enough each week. So so if it wasn't for this, I'd hardly ever see you. Little do we know, right? But no, seriously, I am so blessed to have found, and we were friends online before we met in person for a couple years. So to have that kind of strong connection, it just, that alone proves to me that this can be done. We're doing it. And there's more women out there who are looking for that kind of connection, that have done been part of the surface level stuff that they were told was this, but this is it. This is it. This is
the real deal.
Yeah, real deal. Awesome. Well, thank you guys.
Everybody.
We look forward to seeing you next Wednesday at 1:30. And do not forget to join our page and the Triplicity Squad group. Have an amazing week.
Bye.